Republican presidential candidate and 2020 and Florida Republican Governor Ron DeSantis was interviewed on Fox News yesterday, and it was a stark reminder of why he is losing so badly. They seem to be putting DeSantis now behind a Carrie Lake style filter that makes his skin look better. But unfortunately, it's not doing anything for the words coming out of his mouth. He was interviewed by Fox host Martha McCallum, who interestingly is also one of the hosts of Wednesday night's Republican primary debate. They are sort of framing up the conversation as Trump doesn't want to debate DeSantis specifically. I don't have any reason to think that that's the case. It seems Trump just doesn't think he needs to debate. He's winning every poll and winning every poll easily. But look at the sort of confused and strange energy from DeSantis, where he just doesn't say anything anyone could possibly care about. That there's a real who cares sort of response to everything DeSantis says here, given the opportunity to criticize Trump because he won't debate me. And he barely says a word about it.
Quickly, Governor, before I let you go, why do you think it is? Do you have any thought on why the former president doesn't want to debate you and everyone else?
You know, you'll have to ask him. I mean, I think he has a great opportunity to come out and do this. I think he owes it to people. I don't think our voters, even people that appreciate what he did, and I'm actually one that appreciated a lot of what he did too.
He's praising Trump. Now, I know some of you would say, David, this is a better politics, right? Why do they have to constantly attack each other? That's not the point. The point is not just fabricating needless sniping and whatever. The point is they are trying to argue voters should choose them over Trump. And in reacting to Trump simply saying, I don't even care enough about you to debate you, DeSantis says, I'm one of the people that appreciates the things Trump did. He's praising Trump.
That appreciate what he did, and I'm actually one that appreciated a lot of what he did too. I don't think they're going to look kindly on somebody that thinks they don't have to earn it. You know, I started off in my life working minimum wage jobs. I mean, I was a blue collar kid. I didn't have anything handed to me.
What?
But I believed in America. You work hard, you can get ahead. That's what we should be showing for people. We shouldn't be displaying a sense of entitlement.
Okay. Governor Ron DeSantis, thank you very much. Good to have you.
Yeah, Martha McCallum was just like okay. Listen, there is a way to respond to this that actually projects strength and doesn't make you seem like this pathetic, flaccid nonsense that DeSantis is making himself out to be, which is, listen, Donald Trump should respect not only the people running against him, but also the millions who voted for him. He should respect them enough to show up and say, I'm going to participate in this process. It is so important. I believe my ideas and my record are so good that they will stand up to 8 people attacking me at once. Right? You can answer this without making it a personal attack on Trump. And DeSantis goes, listen, I appreciated a lot of the things Trump did. This guy is going nowhere. It's, some of Nikki Haley's campaign was obviously dead on arrival. Asa Hutchinson's campaign was obviously dead on arrival. We should have realized that DeSantis's campaign was also dead on arrival. Now, the topic of Ron DeSantis's reference to Trump supporters as listless vessels over the weekend also came up during his interview with Martha McCallum. Here's what he had to say about that.
So tell me a little bit about that comment that you made over the weekend. And we played it in its full context. I know you felt that in some cases it was taken out of context. But if it was misinterpreted, explain to us what you meant in that.
Well, Martha, every Republican voter I've ever come in contact with, whether they're strong for Trump, lukewarm, or anything in between, wants us to stand on principle when you get elected or if you're involved in this process. And I think one of the big problems with our party for many, many years is people say they're going to do certain things and then don't end up following through. And so at the end of the day, it's what are we delivering for the people that have put us into office? And in the state of Florida, I can say that I have delivered more for America First principles than anybody else in the country. I mean,
if you're wondering how on earth this relates to DeSantis calling Trump supporters listless vessels, I'm wondering the same thing.
We've prohibited the CCP from purchasing land. We've cracked down on illegal immigration, expanded Second Amendment rights. We got indoctrination out of our schools. We have universal school choice, and our crime rate's at a 50-year low because we've done things like remove Soros-backed district attorneys. So that it's about results. And I think what you've had, the people in Congress that I was referring to that have attacked me and tried to say somehow that I was a rhino, they're putting entertainment and personality over principle. Our voters want us to stand on principle and fight for them.
Pretty strong, huh? Super. What on earth is this guy talking about? This guy is truly an empty vessel. There's just nothing there. Yay, you referred to MAGA Republicans as listless vessels. What about that? He's like, well, you know, we got rid of Soros DAs in Florida. Well, what are you talking about, dude? This is why he's lost more than 50% support. And then lastly, DeSantis was also asked, it's like, does nobody prep him for these interviews? DeSantis was asked about the leaked memo in which his PAC advisors, I believe it was, suggested he go hard at Vivek Ramaswamy in tomorrow night's debate. I think the idea being Vivek has 7%. Maybe DeSantis could try to pick up some of that by going after Vivek, who has some energy. And DeSantis just goes, well, no, I didn't even really read it. It was like from the PAC side, or just kind of muttering to himself.
So there was a memo that leaked from part of your campaign from the PAC side, I believe. And in it, it said that you should take a sledgehammer to Vivek Ramaswamy. Is that what you plan to do on Wednesday night?
Well, so that is not part of, I mean, that's a separate entity. I had nothing to do with it. It's not something that I've read, and it's not reflective of my strategy. So we're going to talk about what we're going to do for the country across a wide variety of issues. You know, we'll be ready. I mean, I think that with Donald Trump not being there, I don't think it's any secret that I'm going to be probably the guy that people are going to come after. I mean, certainly that's been true really since I got reelected as governor, whether it's the Biden-Harris administration, the liberal media, and then a lot of these other candidates. So we'll be ready to go, and we'll be standing our ground, and we'll be fighting back.
I mean, maybe everyone would be going after DeSantis, but I don't know, because even if you get all of DeSantis's 14.5%, you're still losing to Trump by at least 30, if not 35. So it's just not really clear. My prediction as of today, Tuesday, is DeSantis goes down in flames in this debate. He's terrible at debating. He was a disaster in his gubernatorial debate for the November 2022 election. He still won, right? And that's much to do with the electorate of Florida. But this guy's a disaster. I expect him to go down in flames during tomorrow night's debate. It's summertime, it's hot, you're sweating, and unfortunately, for many of us, it means sticking and readjusting when you wear traditional underwear. It is an ugly thing, but there is a solution, fortunately. Our sponsor, Sheath, is the ergonomically designed underwear with a pouch in the front that will keep everything separate and comfortable. Sheath underwear makes sure you stay dry and cool, and the chafing. Everything can breathe and stay fresh and keep you comfortable. They've got a bunch of different designs, something for everybody. The quality is great, super long lasting. I've had mine for years. I love them year round. But if it's hot and humid, then it is a must. Their Airflow Mesh series can be particularly effective in the heat. I know you're going to love Sheath also. You really just have to try it for yourself to really understand the difference. And my audience gets 20% off. Go to sheathunderwear.com/Pacman and use the code Pacman. The link is down below.